Comic report, doing the things that comics report. Hi you guys, it's me, Brian Butterbee, your comic host, and I want to thank you for watching my report on comic books and comic related things. Today we're talking about
Space, the final frontier.
Sorry guys, my mom won't give me a special effects budget, so I can only work with the things I have to work with. And I also don't have a budget for music, so I have to sing all of the songs. Comic report in space. Today's episode, if you haven't already guessed, is all about space. And I really like space. It's one of my favorite places, even though I've never been. I would like to go to space, but maybe when I'm older, because right now my mom doesn't think I'm responsible enough to go to my friend's house, and he lives at the end of the block. So she probably won't let me go to space anytime soon. But I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite and most exciting movies coming up, Guardians of the Galaxy. I was lucky enough to get to go to a screening of the Guardians of the Galaxy because I'm such a celebrity comic book reporter, and so they let me sneak into the Disney studios, and I got to see the comic, the movie based on the comic book Guardians of the Galaxy. And if you haven't seen it yet, you have to wait till this weekend. But then when you get to see it, it's gonna blow your mind. It's so funny, and without giving you any spoilers, it's also really good. There's a lot of action in it and a lot of comedy, and the special effects are amazing. When you see all of the ships blowing up and all of the really intense fighting that goes on, you'll be super excited. I was really excited too because I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna put a spoiler alert on it. So if you watch this video, you should already know that I'm gonna talk about spoilers. And so I'm really excited because the Infinity Stones are in it, and that's really amazing because I was like, what are they gonna protect the galaxy from? And it was the Infinity Stones. And the Infinity Stones, if you don't know, are really dangerous, and then they eventually are gonna have an Infinity Gauntlet, which my bet is that then the Avengers movie is going to be about the Infinity Gauntlet. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll do something else, and then the next Guardians of the Galaxy will have the Infinity Gauntlet, which is all of the stones on a gauntlet. And it's really, really exciting. And you got to see some of your favorite characters. I'm so excited that they did a really good job. They did a really good job on this movie, you guys. And I'm really happy that Disney didn't do anything stupid like put Mickey Mouse or something in it. Because don't get me wrong, I love Disneyland, but Disneyland has its place, and it's not in Guardians of the Galaxy. But that's just my opinion. You may feel otherwise. Another great movie, which isn't based on a comic book that I've seen a preview for recently that I'm really excited for, is Interstellar. And that's from Christopher Nolan. If you don't know who Christopher Nolan is, you've been living in a cave or something, because he's like a really good director that did the Batman Dark Knight Rises and Dark Knight Returns and Dark Knight is during the day. No, Dark Knight, all the Dark Knight movies. And if you didn't like the Dark Knight movies, well, you probably don't like Batman, because Batman is dark and gritty, and he's not like from the 1960s when he's like a cartoon kind of character. He's like really serious and broody, which sometimes I feel really broody too, like I'm mad about stuff, and I feel like Interstellar is going to be really broody too, so it'll probably be one of my favorite movies. And it looks really good, and there's a lot of great special effects from what I could see from the trailer. And we all know that even if the movie isn't very good and the acting isn't very good, at least sometimes we can just say, well, the movie sucked, but the special effects were amazing. They were really good.
Space, the final frontier.
So that's my comic report for this week, you guys. I hope you check out Guardians of the Galaxy this weekend. And some of you might have already seen it because you were special like me to get to see a preview version of it. And I'm just really excited because they didn't show us the tag at the end of the credits. And that could be anything. It could be Avengers 2, it could be the next Guardians of the Galaxy, it could just be like a teaser about almost anything in the world. Maybe even X-Men, but probably not X-Men because a different company owns X-Men, which makes it really annoying because like then they can't use mutant powers, which kind of really makes me crabby. And I just think my blood sugar is low and I probably need to eat something, you guys. So thanks for watching. Have a super spacey day.